What's up guys, this is Shubham Raj. In today's lecture we are going to learn about 2D transformation. So without wasting your time, let's get started. Okay, so here I have mentioned 2D transformation. So today we are going to see 4 types of 2D transformation. First is translation, second is rotation, third is scaling, and fourth is reflection. So first we're gonna see the 2D translation. Fine. So first is translation. What we do? First we gonna translate any object, like it may be a point, it may be a line, it may be a rectangle, it may be a triangle, whatever it may be. First convert that into a homogeneous matrix. What is homogeneous matrix? Like if you are given with a point something 2, 3. So if you want to convert it as a homogeneous coordinate, you convert it like that: 2, 3, 1. Here 1 is the parameter, 1 is a h is a parameter which we inserted here as a 1. Fine. So how we can write this point in a matrix form? First row is of x-axis, like here in the x-axis value is 2, in the second y-axis, and the third is 1. Okay, if we have 2 points, like we have a line 2, 3 and 4, 5, then what we do? We draw a matrix in which we take 2 columns. Row will be always 3, but the column will be 2. Fine. Like 2, 3 and 1. Here 4, 5 and 1. Fine. And in the similar manner, if you want to draw a homogeneous matrix for a triangle or a rectangle, for triangle it will have 3 column, and for rectangle it will have 4 column. Fine, but the row is fixed. Okay, so let us see first the translation. For translation, this is the translation matrix that you need to multiply to the matrix that you have calculated for the object. Suppose we have a point A which is situated at the origin 0, 0. Now you want to translate it to the A dash position, which is A dash, B dash. Fine. So what we do? First you draw a homogeneous matrix of this point, like I have drawn here. And what you need to do, you need to just remember this matrix and multiply this matrix with this matrix. Fine. So here, if you can get A dash by multiplying T into A. And what is here Tx and Ty? Tx and Ty are the distance in x and y direction respectively that you want to translate. Like here is the A dash minus 0 is the Tx, and B dash minus 0 is Ty. Fine. So in this manner you can do the translation. Fine. Now coming to the second, which is rotation. Fine. First we look some similar basic thing. Okay, so what I have done here, I have done a coordinate axis and taken a vector r, and that makes a phi angle with the x-axis. Now if we want to write x as the basic geometry, we know x is equal to r cos phi and y equal to r sin phi. Fine. So I'm not going into details of this, because if you know the geometry, you know how it comes. Fine. So again we take one r, that is this, and another r, that is this. Both are the same distance. This is the initial part and this is the final part. It means this line is rotated through theta angle after it had rotated phi angle. Fine. So what I have done here x dash will be, if I consider x dash this side, then it will be r cos theta plus phi. Fine. And y dash equal to r sin theta plus phi. Fine. So here I have just broken down into the formula cos theta plus phi equal to cos theta into cos phi minus sin theta into sin phi. In the similar manner, I have calculated the y dash equal to r into sin theta into cos phi plus cos theta into sin phi. It is y. This is the formula comes from sin theta plus phi. Okay, so x dash and y dash, and we know that, and we just break down into further steps. Fine, and from here, from this equation, we can write x dash equal to, here we know r cos phi equal to capital X, that we have calculated. You can see from here x equal to r cos phi and y equal to r sin phi. Fine, so from here we can just put it here, r cos phi equal to x into cos theta minus r sin phi equal to y into sin theta. In the similar manner, we have calculated the y dash, which is x sin theta plus y cos theta. From these two equations, we have derived the TR for the rotation. That will be x part of this and y part of this. Again, x in the second row, x part of this and y part of this. Other columns are 0 and both and the last row 2 zeros and 1. So you need to remember this matrix. This is the rotation matrix for the transformation. Fine. So suppose if you are given with a question, you have a line. Fine. If you have a line from 0, 0 to a, p. Now question, if they ask like you want to rotate this line by theta degree angle, fine, in anti-clockwise direction, or you can say in counter-clockwise direction. So what you do, you first find the matrix. So how we can draw the matrix? As I have said earlier, first there are 2 points, so there will be only 2 columns and the row will be fixed, that is 3. So 0, 0 for the first point and last is 1 for the next AB, as you can see AB, 1. So this is the matrix. Fine. Now you have TR. Now if you want to get the final matrix, that will be after the rotation, Q dash, you can get it by multiplying by this rotation matrix. Okay, fine. So now here I have multiplied this matrix with this, and if you multiply this, you get the final result. Fine. So we are done with rotation part. Now we come to the scaling part. In the scaling, similar things. This is the transformation matrix for scaling. Sx and Sy is the scaling factor. What is it? It is the amount by which the object size is increased or decreased. Like suppose if I increase this object twice of its shape, so it will become this. So we have increased 2 times x in all directions. So here Sx equal to 2 and Sy equal to 3. Okay, sorry, 3. And if we make this triangle half time smaller, so half time smaller means we make the object half of its shape. So what will be our Sx and Sy? Sx equal to 0.5 and Sy equal to 0.5. You should keep in mind this may be differ, but now we are considering both are same. Sx and Sy may be different, but if in question it is not given that Sx and Sy are different, then you can just take both are same. Fine. So this is the matrix, and you know how you can draw the matrix. You draw the matrix Q and multiply it with this step, this transformation matrix, and you will get the final result. Now coming to the reflection. What is reflection? You are asked with reflect the point or a line or a triangle or a rectangle or something else with x-axis or y-axis or origin. Only 3 questions can be asked. So what is reflection along x-axis? It is identity matrix with in the second row and second column, the object which is placed at second row and second column, you just put it minus here. In the similar way, if you want to find the reflection along y-axis, in the first column and first row, this is minus. Fine. And if you want to find the reflection along origin, this is the matrix. So in the similar manner, you can just calculate it and multiply it with the other matrix that you have, that the matrix of object. Fine. So here is a question for your understanding. By the question you can easily understand how we are doing rotation and transform and translation and all these reflection. So fine. So if you see this question, you will easily understand when these things come into play. Fine. So here question is, reflect a point a comma b about a line y equal to mx plus c. Find transformation matrix. So here you need to find only transformation matrix. So what you do? First, you see that you know the formula of reflection about x-axis or y-axis or origin. So you don't know the formula about this. So what you need to do? You have to perform in steps. Okay. So I'm just quickly give you a view how we can do that. Then after I can write. Fine. So what you need to do? You need to just drag this line such that this point, if I suppose this is point I and this is point O, so drag this point downwards up till when I and O coincides. Fine. So this will be like this. Fine. Now what you do, you rotate it with a theta degree angle. Here theta equal to tan inverse x, tan inverse m. Fine. Because m equal to tan theta, so theta equal to tan inverse m. Fine. So you rotate this. After rotating this in the clockwise direction, what happens? This line coincides with x-axis. Fine. So if this line coincides with x-axis, you know the reflection about x-axis and you can just reflect it. So let us see what we do. We just start from the right position, because if you can start with the left position, but you take one convention. Either you start from the left or you can start from right. But here I am starting from the right. So keep one thing in your mind. You just follow one convention. Fine. So here I am starting from right. So what you do first? You first translate it. What you are doing? You are just dragging it down to the origin. So you are going to put inverse here. You are going to translation inverse. Fine. So T translation. Now you just move towards the left side. Fine, left side. So after then what you do? You just rotate it with the minus theta degree angle. So what it means minus theta degree angle. You just what you do? You just put it here inverse. Inverse already say that it is minus theta degree angle. So just write it rotation. Fine. What you have done as of now, you have translated to the origin and rotate it. What you need to do now? You need to just find the reflection along x-axis, because at this point your line is coincide with x-axis. Fine. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So at this point of time your line is coincides with x-axis. Fine. So now what you do? You need to position your line where it was. Okay. So you have just inverse the line and just put it on the x-axis. You now need to return the line where it was previously. Fine. So what you do? You again rotate it. Line is now in this condition. You again rotate it in this condition. Fine. So with theta degree. Now you are going anti-clockwise or counter-clockwise direction. So you don't need to put inverse here. Fine. Again, after that, you need to just translate this line to this position. So you need to translate it. Fine. Not inverse, because we are going from 0 to, we are not coming to 0. We are going from 0. Fine. So now quickly write me this matrices. this is 1 0. This will be here tx and ty is 0 minus 0 equal to 0, tx equal to 0 and ty equal to c. So here 0 0 1 c 0 0 1. And what is tr? Tr is cos theta sin theta 0, sorry, here is minus, here sin theta cos theta 0 1 0 0. Fine. Here reflection, you know the formula about x-axis. Here minus 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. And now rotation, which is inverse. So if you see the inverse, what you do is you just write the same formula, cos theta minus sin theta 0 sin theta cos theta 0 0 0 1. Fine. What you do is you just put the minus in the cos position. Okay, cos theta all position except 0 and 1. You see first the position where 0 and 1s. So you leave the position of 0 and 1s, and whatever the other parts you just put minus before that, like here minus minus plus, here minus and here minus. So minus cos theta will be cos of minus theta. Fine. So it will be plus, it will go inside cos minus theta, and cos minus theta equal to cos plus theta. So you can make it plus, you can also make it plus in the same manner, but this will be plus and this will be minus. Fine. So you can do it. Now the last matrix, inverse of translation. So similar matrix 1 0 0 0 1 c and 0 0 1. So what I have already said you, that where the tx and ty are except 1 and 0 position, because you know the translation matrix, it is in the form here is a tx and here is a ty. So what you need to do, you just make it inverse. Inverse means you put it minus here. So minus 0 doesn't mean anything, so you cannot put minus here, you can put minus here. Okay, so you multiply this all matrix and finally you will get the t component matrix. Fine. So t component will get, and whatever be the object here you're asked with to rotate or to translate, you can do it. Fine. So this is the final transformation matrix. So hope this helps. Thank you guys. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video and share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.